Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Military Guna football platform, the Jamaican Gunas representing. Anyways, this is the channel in which you're going to tune in and you're going to enjoy football content. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share the content. Now, moving on, game weekend 5. And any one of you guys who play FPL, Fantasy Premier League, this is going to be a very hard weekend in which I'm going to select a proper team and try to maximize on the points. I just moved out quite a few players, and which it cost me about 16 or 18 thereabout points. But I can tell you, I hope I can redeem back those points easily. But anyways, moving on to the actual football. First game kicking off the weekend, Everton versus Liverpool. And I can tell you, I'll be up early in the morning just to see this match. Now, it's a Merseyside derby game, and we all know that derby game you cannot definitely predict the outcome because on the day, emotions running high and many different factors affect the game. But I can tell you it will be a cracking game, hand to hand, and quite a few amount of goals are going to be scored in this particular game. Now, my prediction for this game would be Everton 2, Liverpool 2. And that would be a good start for the weekend. Next game, Chelsea versus Southampton. I am hoping that Danny Ings, because I have in my FPL team, can come and give me at least a goal or an assist to develop some points. But I believe that this Chelsea side is possibly too good enough, or is basically too strong enough to be overpowered by the Southampton team. Even though Southampton are playing very good football, this Chelsea team has far superior quality than the Southampton team. So I foresee this game going 3-1 in accordance to Chelsea Football Club. Next game is the big one for me personally. The big guns. The big gun. Anyways, now that is Manchester City versus Arsenal. And I don't want to predict my team is losing. I don't want to do a prediction in which might involves Arsenal losing a game. So I'm going to say Manchester City 1, Arsenal 1. That's from the heart. No, that's from the mind. That's what my head is telling me. But my heart is saying Arsenal 1. 1 goes to 0 to Manchester City. But anyways, I'll go more in depth in that. I'll continue the predictions. Then I'll go forward with the details and statistics involved in the Manchester City versus Arsenal game. Now the next match will be Newcastle versus Manchester United. Now Manchester United are going through a very harsh period, but a win here would really get their foot on the ground and maybe get back their head straight, screwed on, and kick on again, just to see how far the season will take them, because they have a very hard run of fixtures. Very hard run. But it is very hard to see that Manchester United got whacked 6-1 to Tottenham just a week or 2 weeks ago and come and say they're going to put on a top-notch performance just like that. But anyways, I believe that it'll be a very close match. Newcastle love to sit back even when they're at home and then try to hit you on the counter. They love to play the ball through the channels. John Joe Shelby through channels and try to work Miguel Almiron and Saint Maxim in the areas in which would affect Manchester United the most. But this might be a very closer game than we all might think. So I'm gonna stick on the safe side with this one and say Newcastle United 1 and Manchester United 1. Yes, I'm going to go with that. Now moving on to Sunday's game. First game kicking off the day is Fulham versus Sheffield United, and Sheffield United has played 4 games so far and they only were able to score 1 goal in all 4 games. And sad to say that 1 goal was actually against Arsenal. Very sad to say. But anyways, none of these teams look like the team they were before. Well, Sheffield United is way off from the team we last saw them play, which was last season. They are way off. And Fulham don't have a defense in which is strong enough to keep out any attacker. None whatsoever. Even League 2 teams are giving Fulham horrid time in regards to their defensive structure. So I'm foreseeing this game, Sheffield United 2, in which they try to get their foot on the ground and get things going, and Fulham 1. Next game would be Crystal Palace versus Brighton, and Brighton are playing very, very good football. Very, very good football. And Trossard is a man, it's like he's possessed. He's not scoring much goals, but he's getting in a good position, hitting Manchester United crossbar about 5 times in 1 game. Now, but what I can say is that it's not going to be that much of entertaining match, and I hope Wilfred Zaha, in which I have in my fantasy Premier League team just the same, can deliver something. So I'm going to go Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 1. Now the next game is Tottenham versus West Ham. West Ham is playing very good football at this moment. David Moyes have them gelling and playing proper football, getting things together, combination plays, and they look very solid defensively and attacking. Antonio is doing a good job so far, keeping the team at foot. And then now, when you look across the opposition team would be Tottenham, which are playing very good football. Jose Mourinho have them well drilled, and Gareth Bale would likely to come back in the team this weekend. So I foresee Son is on good form, Harry Kane is on good form. I don't see West Ham getting much out of this game, so I was gonna say Tottenham Hotspurs 3, West Ham 1. That's a fair enough scoreline. And now moving on to Leicester City versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa is one of the teams who's on the top of the table. They have not lost a match since the season start, and I do believe that it's going to be a very good match. But I think Leicester City might have too much power for them. Jamie Vardy is a very hard person to stop. Even though Aston Villa, I don't think have conceded any goal so far in the league, and they're playing. Yes, they have. My bad. I forgot they battered Liverpool 7-2, but they're scoring a lot of goals, but they still have the defensive errors, and they're very fragile defensively, and Leicester City can really exploit that. Even though Leicester City, just the same, has defensive errors, but I don't see where Aston Villa can really hurt Leicester like that. They hurt Liverpool, and Liverpool had a horrid day, battering them 7-2. But I think that was just a freak show, and we're not likely to see something like that happen again. So now moving on to Monday, which will be the final day of the weekend, game 5, which will be West Brom versus Burnley, and this will be a very boring game. None of these two teams play quality football to say, but Burnley has the rigidness and the know-how. So I expect Sean Dyche guys to get even a 1 over. So I would assume this game would probably finish 1-0 in favor of Burnley. West Ham to lose that one. Then now the next match will be a very good match. That's Marcelo Bielsa versus Wolves, Espirito Santos. This will be a very good game. Now Wolves play sit back, counter. Leeds play very expansively. They open up. They open up the game. They attack you. Free flowing football. And I think that is what hurt them most, even in the Liverpool game. Sometimes they don't know when to reserve a bit. But I assume that that's how Marcelo Bielsa wants them to play, so they continue playing like that. But I think Leeds might have an edge over in this one. I'm not sure, but I'm going to sit on the fence for this one as Leeds 2, Wolverhampton 2. And that's it for my prediction. Now, moving on to the statistics in regards to the Arsenal game, because you know we're all here for Arsenal. Yeah. Anyways, I'm here for Arsenal. I'm not sure. But moving on to statistics, Arsenal have not. we don't have a good record against Manchester City. For the past 5 games we've played them, we've only won once. And that one time we won them was the quarterfinals in the FA Cup, in which we beat them 2-0. Now, I'm going to go for the stats. Alright, so Manchester City, they're sitting 14th at the table, while Arsenal is sitting in top 4. Fourth. Hope we can stay there. But anyways, Manchester City is sitting at 4th. They haven't had a good start to the season so far. I think they draw 1, lose 1, and win 1. So they are only on 4 points from 3 games. So I think they really want to kick on now and start their season. And which team is the best team to kickstart their season on? Always Arsenal. We're Santa Claus. We're red and white. We bring gifts. You're having a bad time? You're having a bad time? You're having a... Yeah, just come. Let's go. Come and take it. And that's Arsenal. But anyways, in the last 5 meetings, Liverpool, my bad, Manchester City has scored 11 goals and have only conceded 3. And out of the 3, 2 of them were in FA Cup quarterfinals. That is not good. Arsenal have only scored 3 goals against Manchester City and conceded 11 goals in the last 5 meetings. That is not good, and no means no sense. And no level whatsoever. That is not good. None at all. That is not good. And I feel very cringy just by talking about these stats. It's not good. But anyways, we overthrew them in the FA Cup quarterfinal and went on to win the FA Cup, reminiscence of what happened in 2015, in which we played Manchester City in the quarterfinals and in the semi-finals, and then played Chelsea in the finals, and we actually won. My bad. So it was a semi-finals, then finals to Chelsea. My bad. But anyways, now my starting lineup would be like this. There are many different points in which could affect this game. But for this game, my starting lineup would be a formation which comprises 4-2-3-1. Now we are lacking in XGs, shots taken, and all those type of statistics in which we're not taking enough shots. But now we have gotten the transfer of Thomas Partey, in which now we have a bit of defensive solidity. We have a bit of grind in the middle of the park. Now we can change formation and move to a better system in which can give us a better balance in regards to the team we have. So now starting in the goal, I have Bernd Leno, which is a given. Left back, Kieran Tierney. I think he's free now to come. I think he have tested and it was negative, so he'll be able to play. Now that Kieran Tierney left back, right back, Hector Bellerin. Centre half was that's where the issue was. The centre back position was always an issue for us. But anyway, we know for a fact that the left centre back would be Gabriel, and that is a given because he's just voted player of the month for Arsenal. Now right centre back was a coin flip between David Luiz and Rob Holding, and David Luiz really and truly would have gotten the go ahead because he's a more senior, level-headed person. Well, not level-headed, but more senior and experienced person. So David Luiz, and in the double pivot, I'll have Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey, which is solid enough. Where you have anyways, you have dynamism in the middle of the pitch from Thomas Partey, and Granit Xhaka would sit back and control the middle of the pitch. Now, in front of them, I would have Dani Ceballos. He have very good work rate. Have a lot of creativity. But since he is playing in the double pivot since the beginning of the season, so and the change of system, you would see him playing more defensively. Now that he has the opportunity to go more forward, I think we see more of him now. To the right of Dani Ceballos, I'd have Nicolas Pepe presence. And that is the man I would want to kick on in this game. Now to the left, I would have Willian. And it's a toss of coin between Willian and Saka. Because Saka has been playing very, very well. And it will be very harsh to leave him out of a game like this. his technical ability and his creative stats are very good. He's possibly one of the most creative players we have in the team. Now, up front, you already know Abama who? Abama what? Abama Young. Anyways, now that would be my starting lineup. And as I said before, my brain, which is a thinker, the logical part, is saying 1-1. But I'm going with here. I'm going with the heart. And I'm saying 1-0 to Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. This is the game that we should take it to them. For every time we always go to Manchester City, sit back and try to counter and lose. We go there with a negative sense and we lose. So each time we go there thinking negatively, we lost the game. No, there's no reason for us to say, all right, we lose the game because of this and because of that. Because we try to defend. No, here what? Let us go and attack, play some expansive football. Let's take the game to them. And if we should lose the game by then, or in that sense, we say, okay, this is where we go wrong. We could have fixed that. No, we can make the necessary changes and adjust certain things. But if you go there with the negative tactics, being that you already are losing the game before the ball has been kicked off, you have no excuses, you have nothing to work on, you have nothing to work with. Go there with a positive mind. Leicester City have done it, Leeds have done it, many teams have done it so far and gotten results. We have better quality than many of those teams who have went there and gotten results. Why can't we do the same? Go there, don't be afraid, take our chances, boom, smash and head out. Smash and just leave. Walk out of the Etihad with our heads high. Now, this is the preview. As I said, that button down there, yeah, that button down there. Please press it, subscribe, like, and share. And I'll be back with you again in the midweek when we just run through the Champions League and Europa League. No one want to hear about Europa League, but I have to do it. See you again.